everyone, welcome back to my channel. Firstly, you'll have to forgive me for this lighting and this background because there's a lot of things just scattered all over my living room where I usually film. I have to actually change the location and do it in the bedroom, and it was very difficult to actually find a proper spot where the lighting is just a little better and not reflecting off of the specs. So after 10 minutes of trial and error, I think this is still okay. But you know what? We're going to be talking about books, and this is going to be a good recommendation video. So let's just get on with it, and hopefully you guys will find some books that you will be interested in. We have all been through reading slump, and some of us are going through it right now. And I'm sure if you've clicked on this video, it's because you're not able to find that one book that is going to get you out of this reading slump. So today, I have few recommendations for you, which are very short books below 200 pages that will get you out of reading slump. And if not nothing, you're just going to discover some great books that you probably haven't heard of. Let's start off this list with an Indian literature fiction. It's called Ghatar Ghochar by Vivek Shanbag. This book is around 120 pages, and it talks about this family living in Bangalore in India. And they were initially living in this cramped house. It's like a joint family. They're living in this cramped house because they're not financially doing well. And then suddenly one of the members of the family, they start this business and it takes off. And then they move from this cramped place to a larger house. And it just shows the lives that are impacted by this sudden financial success, and how everyone's circumstances have changed and how everyone reacts to it, how everyone adapts to this lifestyle. This is actually very short, but it's a very, very impactful book. I think it was very interesting just to see all these character dynamics. There's also few revelations along the way, so you will be constantly hooked into this book. I guarantee you that you will definitely like this book, and it is going to get you out of reading slump. The next recommendation is of a slasher. It is called Sark Bisark by Jessica Guess. I think it is around 180 pages, and it's such a fun book. It is about this group of friends who wants to visit this carnival/amusement park named Sark Bisark because something happened way back in 1980 there, where a bunch of people were killed by this group of teenagers. What exactly happened back then? Is it even true? Who were those teenagers? What happened to them? What happened to the people who were killed? No one really knows anything. So in the present time, this group of teenagers just want to go there and actually check out what exactly happened. They reach the amusement park, and the story takes off from there. And trust me, this is a super fun story, and you will really, really like the ending because it was just something, I feel like it's just a really fun twist. Absolutely loved it. And if you're into slasher, you're gonna love this book. The next book that I want to recommend is Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke by Eric LaRocca. This is one of my favorite short book of all time. It is one of the best writings, best story, characters, just everything put together into one book. I think this is also around 160, 170 pages. It's about this woman who sees an ad of an apple peeler, and then she messages the person who has posted the ad that she wants to buy that apple peeler. And then they start communicating through these chats, emails, and then they get into a relationship. So it's a female-female relationship. And then crazy things happen. The story just takes off and it escalates to a crazy, crazy level. Now again, my warning, this is a beginner's extreme horror. Not really extreme horror. I mean, definitely if you're not into extreme horrors, you can read it. But I would still say it has a lot of disturbing things. It's very, very crazy. It's not your conventional horror story. But I want you to go into that book knowing these warnings. But if you are looking for something that's super fun, that you're going to really enjoy, you're going to fly through, and maybe dipping your toe into the extreme horror book, this is going to be your book. Let's move away from the horror genre for a while, and let's talk about contemporary fiction. The first recommendation that I have for you is Paris for One by Jojo Moyes. This story is about this woman named Nell who plans for a mini vacation with her boyfriend. But then at the last minute, the boyfriend just doesn't show up. And now she's all alone, stuck in Paris. She's never gone anywhere alone. She has never been abroad. So it is really, really new for her. So it's all about her adventure in Paris and how she navigates not just Paris streets, but also her life. And she meets these people along the way, and it's just her journey. And it was super fun. It was super engaging. I absolutely loved Nell's character. It's just 100 pages, and there's a whole character development that happens. This is a short, fast-paced, super fun read that is just not only going to make you smile, but going to get you out of that reading slump. Another very short, yet a very cute read is Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell. This story is about Elena, who is a huge Star Wars fan. And if you literally talk about movies, it's just always Star Wars with her. So when the new Star Wars movie comes out, she decides that she's going to be in the queue and there's going to be all the people who absolutely love Star Wars, and it's going to be a great time. And when she actually goes for the movie, she sees just few people, and it's just not how she imagined. So it's just the whole like moment of her being in the line, then going and watching the movie, and it's just the story is so cute, very very short. And again, these stories are very character focused. It's their journey, their dynamics with other characters. And once in a while, I really, really like these stories because they're very short and they never fail to make you smile. They're fast paced, they're written so well. So this is guaranteed to get you out of reading slump. My next recommendation is The Driver's Seat by Muriel Spark. Now, this is another short character focused story. I think this is around 110 page. This is about Liz, who one day gets out of her office and decides to just board a plane. So she just gets a new outfit, she does a little bit of makeover, and then she gets on a plane and she decides to just like go to the south of the country. And in the plane, she's sitting between these two men. One seems nice, another one seems annoyed by her presence. So again, it's just the whole journey of a woman, like in these unfamiliar places and how people around her treat her. And especially, it just shows a dynamic between a female and a male and the dark nature of human beings. And I thought this was actually very dark and very disturbing, not in your conventional way, but just in such a realistic way that it makes you actually think. And I found this super engaging. I was invested. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a character focused story. I can't tell you much more than what I've told you because then it'll give away the story. So you have to read this, find out for yourself. And once again, this is a story that is going to get you out of reading slump and actually go exploring more different authors. For my last two recommendations, let's get back into the horror genre because I feel like, personally, nothing can get me out of a slump than a short, quick, crazy horror story. So my first recommendation is, of course, Gone to See the Riverman by Christopher Triana. If you haven't read this book, what are you even doing with your life? Oh my god, this book. I can talk about this book pretty much all the time. This book is about this girl, I think her name is Laurie. She is given this task by a serial killer who is prisoned. Laurie is obsessed with the serial killer. She'll do anything for him. So the serial killer tells her that, you know what, I want you to do this task and prove your love for me. He asks her to actually go retrieve a key from this cabin and then deliver it to the riverman. Laurie has no idea who this riverman is, what this riverman is. Laurie also has a sister who has certain disability that makes it difficult for her to do day-to-day tasks, and that is why she has to take her sister along with her in this journey. This is not really plot heavy. This is very character focused, but oh my god, the anxiety, the tension that I felt reading this story. This is Laurie's journey from her home to retrieving the key and then actually going to the riverman. Oh my god, this is so anxiety inducing because you're seeing everything from Laurie's perspective. You have no idea what's happening. There is this whole forest set up. You don't know who's gonna jump at you or even if someone's there. And it is so chilling. I absolutely love this story. I even liked how the story ended. This goes into the cosmic part of horror. So there is like a lot of cosmic horror involved in this. And cosmic horror is not one of my favorite genres of horror at all. I do not enjoy it. But just for Laurie's journey from her home till meeting this riverman, I think it's super crazy. I absolutely loved it. So you have to pick this book up. And you honestly have to pick up any book by Christopher Triana. I haven't read a lot. The ones that I have read, they're actually over 200 pages, so I could not include them in the list. But I am planning to finish all the books by him and then definitely do a dedicated video to Christopher Triana. My final recommendation is the one that I have talked about before on this channel, and it is Come Closer by Sarah Gran. I think no one can write amazing possession story like Sarah Gran. This is about a woman who is slowly getting possessed. She realizes that she is just forgetting things. Things are just going out of her phone. She's sending emails, but she doesn't remember sending them. And then she realized that maybe she's getting possessed. It is such a fun read. And you even see like the spirit possessing her. You see the conversation between the person getting possessed and the person that's possessing her. And it is super fun. I think it's very unique because I've never read something where a person getting possessed and we read from their perspective. So I've never read something like this. It was so much fun to read. This is definitely one of those stories that is going to get you out of reading slump and make you get back into reading. So there you go. Those were my recommendations for you if you're going through a reading slump. This 8 books is going to get you out of the reading slump and back into the reading. They're all under 200 pages. And I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I hope you liked this, so give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on what other reading videos you want to see. And I will see you again next week. Bye.